Hey, Smash Central here, and although I'm still waiting for my 3DS capture kit to arrive, I've decided to kick off a new series, Custom Corner. In this series, I'll be doing in-depth guides on each character's custom movesets and which combination seems most optimal and why. To kick off this series, we'll start with the Mii Brawler, a character that everyone has all the custom moves for guaranteed. Let's begin by looking at the first set of special moves. Neutral Special 1 is shot put and does 15% if it hits before it bounces, and 12% if it hits the enemy after bouncing. Despite having decent kill power and dealing a good bit of damage, this move takes forever to start up and even longer to end. Unfortunately, it doesn't get any faster in the air either. Note how long it takes before you can jab again after using this move. In my opinion, it's probably the worst neutral special out of the three, but if you do decide to go with it, then I'd advise you only use it as a surprise kill move and not as a projectile. Side Special 1 is Onslaught, a 10% damage move that allows you to dash forward just under half the length of Final Destination. This move is great for quickly covering ground or even getting back to the ledge. It also has great kill power and can knock out enemies pretty easily if you hit them in the air. Unfortunately, after using this move you go into Special Fall, meaning you can't act again until you get hit or touch the ground. This could be risky when recovering because an enemy could easily get in the way of your side special, take the hit, and then watch you fall to your death. Up Special 1's Soaring Axe Kick works very similar to Kirby's standard up special. This move has 3 hits, one while rising to pop enemies up, one while descending to hit enemies back down, and a final hit as the fighter collides with the ground, sending enemies horizontally. The hits do 4, 3, and 4% damage respectively. Having 3 different hitboxes gives this move versatility in the sense that you don't always have to make contact with the first or second hits, and you can just aim to get the final blow. However, recovering with this move might be a bit tricky because if you're not close enough to the ledge, you'll plummet to your death. You can direct the move left or right while in the animation, but you don't get much distance out of it, so be careful. Head-on Assault is down special 1, and it's kind of like Yoshi and Bowser's down specials. The first hit scoops opponents up and usually positions them perfectly to get hit by the second hitbox. The second hit of this move will also bury enemies into the ground, which is great for leading into a smash attack. Using this move at the ledge is extremely dangerous, however if you manage to catch someone with it, you'll be bringing them straight down with you. The first hit does 4% damage and the second hit does about 16. If you use this move in the air, you'll stall for a moment before crashing down, and although this can be used to trick opponents, it'll probably become predictable and easy to block and punish very quickly. Now let's check out all the special moves under set 2. Neutral Special 2 is an uppercut that you can charge up and hold like a Samus Charge Shot or DK Giant Punch, however it doesn't deal nearly as much knockback as you'd hope. When uncharged or charged to any point before fully charged, this move only does 8% damage and 22% when charged up all the way. Similar to Mega Man and Little Mac's uppercuts, there's a ton of ending lag after this move, making it really risky to use unless you know for sure that it'll hit. Burning Dropkick is Side Special 2 and it's a bit slower than the first side special and covers less ground, but you won't be put into Special Fall after using it in the air. This means that when launched off stage, you can first use Side Special to cover some horizontal distance and get closer to the ledge before using your recovery move. The attack appears to do 11 to 14% damage depending on which part of the move you hit with, and you can also charge it up to do up to 19% damage. Charged up, it has about the same range as Side Special 1, and also packs quite a bit of kill power. It appears that Side Special 1 is better for KOing enemies, whereas Side Special 2 is great for recovering. Speaking of recovering, Helicopter Kick is the Brawler's second up special and gives him a bit more diagonal distance. You also float a little horizontally after the move ends, but if you're already under the ledge, you'll risk getting stuck against the stage. However, if you're above the ledge, there's a good chance you'll grab it as you drift towards it. Recovering above or parallel to the ledge can be quite risky though, so be careful. Helicopter Kick can also be angled slightly left or right to get more or less distance, and is a great kill move if you extend your combo diagonally up as opposed to vertically or horizontally. Down special number 2 is Feint Jump, a move that's slightly similar to Zero Suit's standard down special. The Mii Brawler is invincible as he starts the jump, so if you're in a sticky situation or getting comboed, use this move to quickly get you to safety. If you press an attack button at any point during the jump, the Mii Brawler will do a diagonal dive kick back towards where he jumped from. You always leap out the way your character is facing and then dive kick back towards your original spot. This move has tons of effective uses, a few of them being recovering, edge guarding, and counter-attacking. Use this move when coming back to the ledge as an extra jump, or you can use it to send yourself off stage and begin an edge guard. If an enemy is charging up an attack, or you know they're about to approach, simply leap over them and deliver an attack of your own. And finally, let's take a look at the third set of custom moves. Neutral Special 3 Exploding Sidekick is pretty much a Falcon or Warlock punch, except it's a kick. It does 23% if you hit with the middle of it, and 25% if you hit with the tip. If you change the move's direction while it's charging, you'll end up doing 27% damage. To change sides, just tap the other direction as the move starts up, just like Falcon or Warlock Punch. Other than that, this move is pretty self-explanatory. Use it to make people's faces explode. Side Special 3 Headache Maker comes out relatively quick and does quite a bit of knockback, but with a ton of landing lag, it's extremely unsafe on shield like a large majority of moves. It does 13% normally, but you can also tap an attack button mid-move to make the brawler crash down right away. Having the brawler crash down early often only does 9% damage, but it might be useful to switch up the speed of the move and trick opponents. Unfortunately, Headache Maker doesn't have a meteor effect, so be very careful when using it at the ledge. Piston Punch is up Special 3 and will kill most characters in the air after about 100 or 120% depending on their weight. You can only angle this move about a character length to the left or right, so it's really just a vertical recovery move. The Mii Brawler gets about as much distance from this move as Little Mac Standard up special, so don't go too deep before trying to recover. Foot Flurry is down Special 3 and it's extremely similar to Side Special 1. The Mii Brawler will dash forward just under half the length of Final Destination, and depending on how many kicks you hit with, the move deals 6% to 14% damage, and a max of 13% if you hit with it in the air. Unlike Side Special 1, however, using this move in the air causes you to stop and kick right where you are, similar to Lucario's down air attack. Unfortunately, this move looks like the worst out of the 3 down specials, and Side Special 1 is pretty much just a better version of this move. Now let's go over which combination of special moves is the best and why. For the neutral special, you can either have a slow projectile that kills, a charge punch, or a falcon punch. Options 1 and 2 both take an insane amount of time to start up and end, and don't really do enough damage and knockback to compensate for all that downtime. However, the satisfaction of hitting someone with a falcon punch type move is amazing, and surprisingly the move comes out and ends pretty quickly. Neutral Special 3 Exploding Sidekick is definitely the one. Side Special 3 covers no distance at all, whereas 1 and 2 get you quite a bit of horizontal distance. The only difference is Side Special 1 is a great kill move that you can't act out of until you land, and Side Special 2 is great for recovering since you can do other moves afterwards. Which one you use really depends on your playstyle and whether you prefer to play more aggressive or defensive. Personally, I like to combo as much as possible and get flashy kills, so Side Special 1 is my choice. Now for up specials. Having a good recovery is very important. Without having 5 mid-air jumps, an up special like Kirby's seems quite risky to use, and a recovery move that doesn't give you any horizontal distance is quite easy to edgeguard by pushing you just out of reach of the ledge. So with that being said, up special 2 Helicopter Kick looks like the best choice. You can control the horizontal distance of it to end your combos better, not to mention it's a phenomenal kill move, and it's much easier to make it back to the ledge than it is with up special 1 and 3. And although this move is a bit tricky to get good with, down special 2 Feint Jump seems like the best choice for the Mii Brawler. Number 1 and 3 have a lot of startup time and end time, and are extremely easy to punish if missed or shielded. Down special 2, however, gives you a brief moment of invincibility to escape danger, and then the option to dive kick right back into the action. It's also a great movement tool to recover, get around certain attacks and platforms, and edgeguard. But it's time for the verdict. Episode 1 of Custom Corner featuring the Mii Brawler, here are the results. Neutral Special 3, Exploding Sidekick. Side Special 1, Onslaught. Up Special 2, Helicopter Kick. Down Special 2, Feint Jump. If you think a certain custom move is better than the one I chose, please let me know in the comments and explain why. Discussion is always welcome. Since this is the first episode in a long series, there's tons of room for change and improvement. Let me know what you liked and disliked and how I can make the series better. And if you just want to chat or possibly play some Smash 3DS Wi-Fi, make sure you're following the official Twitter and Facebook pages. All the links are in the info section below. I'm Smash Central, thanks for watching, and happy smashing!